Hi, welcome to the Pursuit of Truth. Just another story that I was watching. I know I've been making a lot about the Israel-Hamas situation, war. There's probably not going to be much on that now because the telecommunication company within Gaza said that the signal's gone now. I don't know if that's because Israel are preparing their main strike and they've taken out the communication now. So that means no one's going to see, I assume, what's going on. We won't be hearing from that British-Palestinian doctor that we always hear from in the big hospital. Also, because if the fuel's gone off, then maybe they didn't want those doctors talking about all the people dying in there, not of war, but of the siege, which I assume would amass more to the file against them of a war crime, breaking international law. But they have allowed, apparently, when they're saying they're going to allow food, water, and medicine in, not fuel though, because they're worried about Hamas getting that. Even though they did show pictures that they said Hamas have loads of fuel that they should give to their population. But they know that they, as I say, they consider the Gazans people being held hostage by Hamas because of their actions, and they know they're not going to do that. I don't know. Anyway, so this other story I heard about was Rishi Sunak talking about AI and how Britain wants to invest in this, and I guess they want to do that so that they can control and be the main people to control this future investment. I expect that's all they see it. But what made me laugh is that when he talked about, towards the end of this bit, I'm giving you the bit at the beginning to give you the flavour of his speech, about how AI could come up with solving like the world's problems. And then what? Then they're going to listen to them. I mean, human beings have come up, with how to solve world problems. Like, I don't know if did he mention world hunger? I think he did. I mean, all we need to do is share the food and forget about the differences that we've created over the years by giving ourselves tags and owning bits of land we can never own and calling ourselves this, that, and the other, and then dividing ourselves. So you're telling me if the robots, AIs, say exactly what I've been saying, then they're going to listen to it and then they're going to do it? You don't think people have said all these things, the actual human beings who have created this world for this many years, who are going to create the AI anyway and give them their own? These aren't going to be independent intelligences because they're coming from like babies. They're just like babies. They're going to be cultivated by human thoughts. And I expect that they're not going to solve these things because we're going to limit them like we limit children by telling you're this, you're that, and your loyalties are this and that. So maybe they've got nothing to worry about anyway. But it just made me laugh to think that, you know how to solve these problems. You could share the food and forget about money and, solve all this straight away. Well, I suppose the problem is not everyone believes in sharing. Well, most people, none of them do, is it? None of the world leaders. They just want to keep their system going and just want to keep on their throne. It just made me laugh, and I don't know what they're going to think the populists are going to do when they're sitting at home unable to work because computers are much faster and more accurate at doing all these tasks, which, assuming that they can move arms and speak and things, they could do everything. I mean, maybe this is going to set us free and stop us being slaves of our existence and having to work to get money and to do all these things, but I don't know. Or maybe governments will just get rid of all of us, reduce the population, and then they'll just have robots, and then they'll be happy because they won't have to talk back or protest. So I don't know what this future is going to bring. But it could be beneficial, and maybe they will have to listen to these robots, and quickly want robots, AI, and then we will solve these problems that we could have solved ourselves, but by giving it to someone else, that's how somehow we can just do it now. Oh, it's ludicrous, really. But if it sets us free and we don't have to do these mundane things and keep these big people sitting in their chairs while they're not doing any of the work, then maybe that is the best for us all. Here it is.
Top talent. and the education reforms to give our own young people the skills to succeed. And we're going to make it even easier for ambitious people with big ideas to start, grow, and compete in the world of AI. And that's not just about having the technical skills, but the raw computing power. That's why we're investing almost £1 billion in a supercomputer thousands of times faster than the one you have at home. And it's why we're investing £2.5 billion in quantum computers, which can be exponentially quicker than those computers still. So to understand this, consider how Google's Sycamore quantum computer can solve a maths problem in 200 seconds that would take the world's fastest supercomputer 10,000 years. And as we invest more in our computing power, we will make it available for researchers and businesses, as well as government, so that when the best entrepreneurs in the world think about where they want to start and scale their AI businesses, they choose the UK. And finally, we must target our scientific effort towards what I think of as AI for good. Right across the Western world, we're searching for answers to the question as to how we can improve and increase our productivity. Because that's the only long-term way to grow our economy and raise people's living standards. And in a million different ways across every aspect of our lives, AI can be that answer. In the public sector, we're clamping down on benefit fraudsters, saving billions, and using AI as a co-pilot to help clear backlogs and radically speed up paperwork. Just take, for example, the task of producing bundles for benefits tribunals. Before, a week's work could produce around 11. Now, that takes less than an hour. And just imagine the benefits of that rolled out across the whole of government. In the private sector, startups like Robin AI are revolutionizing the legal profession, writing contracts in minutes, saving businesses and customers time and money. London-based Wave is using sophisticated AI software to create a new generation of electric self-driving cars. But more than all of this, AI can also help us solve some of the greatest social challenges of our time. It can help us finally achieve the promise of nuclear fusion, providing abundant, cheap, clean energy with virtually no emissions. It can help us solve world hunger by making food cheaper and easier to grow, and preventing crop failures by accurately predicting when to plant, harvest, or water your crops. And AI could help find novel dementia treatments or develop vaccines for cancer. And that's why today we're investing a further £100 million to accelerate the use of AI on the most transformational breakthroughs in treatments for previously incurable diseases. Now, I believe nothing in our foreseeable future will be more transformative for our economy, our society, and all our lives than this technology. But in this moment, it is also one of the greatest tests of leadership we face. It would be easy to bury our heads in the sand and hope that it'll turn out all right in the end, to decide it's all too difficult, or that the risks of political failure are too great, to put short-term demands ahead of the long-term interests of the country. But I won't do that. I'll do the right thing, not the easy thing. I'll always be honest with you about the risks, and you can trust me to make the right long-term decisions, giving you the peace of mind that we will keep you safe while making sure that you and your children have all the opportunities for a better future that AI can bring. I feel an extraordinary sense of purpose when I think about why I came into politics, frankly why almost anyone comes into politics. It's because we want to make life better for people, to give our children and our grandchildren a better future. And we strive hour after hour, policy after policy, just trying to make a difference. And yet...
Oh dear, I wish, if only that making policy better for people so people can have a better life. I wish that was the cause for people coming into politics. I doubt it. I suspect most of it is money, power and greed. Otherwise we wouldn't be living this shit world that we live in. Take care, take it easy, God bless and peace.